everybody, and welcome back to reality. So what we have here is something really cool that I've done, and it's basically recreating the Ender Liquid in a mod. I do not remember the exact mod, but nevertheless, this Ender Liquid basically it's just like water, it's just like any other liquid, except when you stand in it, it will teleport you, just like if you're using an Ender Pearl. So it's like a liquid made out of Ender Pearls, I guess. So yeah, what this will do, it will convert all the water in your world into this Ender Liquid stuff. So if we step in the water, we're gonna get teleported. So yeah, this is kind of cool if you want to use it on like adventure maps or something as kind of a challenge. But I'm gonna go ahead and demonstrate it. So if I hop in the water here, you guys are gonna see I'm gonna get teleported and everything, just like with an Ender Pearl. So watch, if I hop in there, you see we got teleported over here, played the little Enderman sound, and we got our little particles everywhere. So yeah, that's how it works. Now this is really cool. I like it. Because for example, you could have a little bit of fun with this on like an adventure map, you know, say, or just a parkour map even. Say you don't want the player to be able to step in the water. You could say like, oh, the player would be like, I could just swim over there and, you know, kind of cheat my way through this parkour. But when they try to swim over there, what's going to happen? They're going to get teleported. So yeah, what's going on? It's basically just using some spread player commands and some play sound commands. But the reason that this has not been possible though before is because of relative spread player commands. Little bug they added. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into the redstone here. Let's just open this chest first. Alrighty guys, so when you get the schematic in the description, of course, it'll look like this. So what's going on here? You're gonna push this button. All it's doing, it's getting the fill clock started by putting a redstone block there, and it is creating its objective called Ender Liquid, which is stat.swim 1 centimeter. So essentially what that's doing, it's saying if the player is swimming in the water, it's gonna go up. So that's what we use to kind of test if the player's in the water. And then this is a fill clock, of course. So what it's doing, it's gonna say everyone whose score of Ender Liquid is at least 1. So anyone in the water, what it's gonna do, it's gonna execute them, spread players, and then it's gonna do relative to them, and then they're just gonna get spread within 5 block spaces. I don't know. It's only one player, so it doesn't really matter. But they're gonna get spread anywhere within 25 blocks of them. And then it's going to do that to anyone whose score of Ender Liquid is at least 1. So yeah, the reason this hasn't been possible before is because before there was a bug with spread players where you could not do it relative to the player. So now, or you could not use relative cores, so they would have to be exact coordinates. So you have to say you can only spread the player around 100, 100. But now they fixed the bug, so now you can use relative coordinates. So this way you're actually spreading the players relative to where they are instead of relative to a certain point on the map, which is why the Ender Liquid works great. And what you could do if you wanted, for example, if you wanted a parkour map where the player would get teleported to the exact same spot every time they failed with water at the bottom, you could of course just say teleport the player to this exact location if they have a score of Ender Liquid. And then, you know, of course the button here will reset their Ender Liquid score. And then what it's doing, it's going to say play the icon crack 368, so an Ender Pearl, and then a little bit of specifics. Everyone whose Ender Liquid scores at least 1. So it's going to say, you know, create the little Ender Pearl particles. Same thing here with the portal particles. And then, of course, it's going to play the stat.enderman sound, or play the mob.enderman.portal sound, which is what you hear. So yeah, that's all there is to it. Really quick, really simple. So yeah, just a little cool Ender Liquid concept. Little thing. Yeah. So yeah, for example, you could just replace the spread players command with a TP command if you wanted it, so if the player failed, they got teleported back to the start of the parkour or something. So that works too. But yeah, so that is the Ender Liquid in vanilla Minecraft. There we go. So sometimes the sounds won't play. That could just be because the chunks are getting unloaded. So yeah, make sure to always put this in loaded chunks. Otherwise, it will not always work. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. Really simple, short, but sweet episode today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.